So Eithne, it's great to sit down with you once again.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Shane. Always enjoy our catch-ups.
So, it's been a great year for Princess.
It's so good to see Ireland performing so well. I'm really seeing the benefit of the team and the resource that we've got involved and the engagement from our brilliant travel agents here in Ireland, and just, seeing really good improvement. And, not just the close-in cruises, but also some of that further out business is starting to come in as well, which is great to see.
Great. Well, Abby seems to really kind of have found her footing now, and it's going full cylinders.
She is brilliant. She's so proactive, and I find that, I've even just, before I've thought of something, she's in touch with me and talking to me about things and ideas. She's loving the relationship she's building here in Ireland. And it's great though, because she's settling in, but she's got a support network. And that's where it's important that there's sort of, I'm involved, our sales director, but we've now also got a senior manager to look after Ireland and mainland Europe, who's Mark Bellows, and he's been over at some of the events with Abby. We've got Danny, who comes over regularly, and she's on the sales operations team, and she visits Ireland quite a bit. And then we've also just got a new training manager, Mike, and which will be brilliant because he's focused just on the training. Whereas before, I think we've had a point where we've had the sales managers trying to do the training as well as doing the sales role. And this way we can have somebody who's really focused on that and helping create the material that our agents need. And we've also got additional A&P, which we're investing more in Ireland as well. So so both the from the marketing budget and for the people budget, which is really good to see.
Yeah, no, and as I was saying, it's been a really exciting time with Princess, of course, with your two new ships. But tell us a little bit about I believe you were at the launch of Star.
I was, yes. It was so nice. So we had Star Princess launched initially in Europe, and so we brought over some of our media and travel agents to Europe. So it meant for the naming in the US, I was sort of representing our market over there, and so good to go and do it. So we had Matthew and Camilla McConaughey, who were the godparents, and that was quite special. And then I got to be able to sail for 3 days on her, and just really get to check it out. She's the sister ship to Sun Princess. A couple of additional things, so things that, so for instance, O'Malley's Irish Bar, which is incredibly popular, and so they've increased the seating on Star Princess because that went down so well. There's so much to do on board Sun Princess and Star Princess, and that's what I really love. It doesn't feel like a huge big ship, but you get the benefit of, there's 30 bars and restaurants, there's so much to do. There's so many different spaces, so you can be in the thick of things and in the heart of the music and the party, but you can go and find a quiet space. And
that's what I love. It's like really day 3, you've discovered this whole new bar that you kind of fall in love with.
And I actually was on Sun Princess with my family over the summer. And it was so good. And so we brought my stepdaughters and their boyfriends, so they're in their 20s, and they loved it, absolutely loved it. And I think that's what's, for me, that was one of the reasons of picking that ship with so much to do, because then I was, thought, right, they'll have such choice. And I think it's the holiday, the best holiday we've ever had. I booked premium for all of us, so all the drinks were included, all the Wi-Fi is included, everything's there for people to enjoy. And then people could just, pick and choose what they wanted to do and enjoy the specialty dining, which is included as well with premium. So it was great to be able to do that. And I think a nugget I would say to people is, for people who want that sort of extra special cruise and a bit more of that sort of space and peace and quiety, the Sanctuary collection is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. But yeah, because that gives you access to the Sanctuary Club, access to the Sanctuary Restaurant. If you're in a suite, if you're lucky enough to be in a suite, also the Signature Lounge, which is, you know, the suite access that overlooks the back of the ship, and, you know, just the stern is just stunning. So yeah.
You were telling me a little bit earlier that you've got some exciting itineraries happening down the Caribbean.
The 9 ships in the Caribbean, and that includes our 2 beautiful new ships, Sun Princess and Star Princess. And sailing out of, you can get to the Caribbean from 5 ports. So new for 27-28 will be Miami. Also sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral, San Juan and New York. So a number of options for people to be able to get to the Caribbean on a whole array of choice of ships as well, which is yeah.
And I believe you'll be able to visit, is it Carnival's private island?
Yes, Celebration Key. Been getting some really positive feedback so far, and it's just really nice to be able to give guests that sort of opportunity to really sort of go and chill and have fun.
Every year you let some of the travel agents bring their families on board.
Yes, so we do. We really like doing the ship visits. Now, if when we can get our agents to sail, that's the best, okay? Because then they can fully experience the benefits of the medallion technology and really interact with the brand. But it's difficult to be able to get as many people as we want sailing. So the ship visits are a great way to be able to give people just a little insight. And we do the ship visits in Cobh and in Dublin to support more of our agents. But it is the family one that really people love. And it works so well for a couple of things. I think it's that point where, one, our travel agents work so hard, they're so busy, that actually it's really nice to be able to support them having time with their family. That helps them to then be able to sort of have those conversations with their guests and their clients, to be able to sort of go, you know, I can feel confident in selling you this cruise and going on board with your kids because I know how much my kids loved it, you know. So I think it's a win-win all around.
Because I know, like, I visited one of your ships, I think it was a year and a half ago now, and my kids still go on about it.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. And I mean, I think, you know, sailing with kids, with Princess, you know, is really nice because really, really good kids clubs, lots of brilliant activities, and they love the kids club. The feedback is really powerful on that. But there's also a point, because of the medallion technology, and the medallion is a wearable technology, and so it means for the kids they can have it as a watch on their wrist. It can go in the pool, it can go wherever, and it means you can also, on your phone, you can see where they are at all times. You know, maybe just that slightly older kids,
yeah,
they are able to give them more freedom than they normally would because they know where they are, they can keep an eye on them. And it's just, yeah, it just makes such a difference.
And I always knew about your Kylie drink endorsements with your non-alcoholic Prosecco, but you've so many.
There's so many, and you know, that's how the relationship started with Matthew and Camilla McConaughey, because on board our ship we have the Pantalones tequila, which is their tequila. We've just announced about John Bon Jovi getting involved, and so you know, we've got Liev Schreiber with the Sláinte Irish whiskey, and we've got, you know, like Blake Lively. And we have her Betty Buzz as well as the Betty Booze. So we've got the non-alcoholic as well as the alcoholic. So yes, it's great, like a real array.
Yeah, no, it really kind of injects an element of fun.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you see some of the videos and the content, that's really playful. You know, and the sort of Pantalones piece with you know, with the McConaugheys and things like that. There's just a really nice, playful piece around it.
Well, I certainly can't wait to get back on board.
Oh, and we love having you on board, Shane.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time out to chat to us.
Thank you.